heart, hustle, baseball. The game lives here. This is Pioneer League. Watch on home team.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Glacier Bank Park for Pioneer League Baseball. My name is Scott Gladstone. So excited to have you along for the ride as today the Glacier Range Riders take on the Boise Hawks in Game 4 of a 6-game series here at Glacier Bank Park. Range Riders come in with a record of 40 wins, 41 losses. Boise is 44-37. The Range Riders had a dominant start last night from Zach Longshore and a 6th-inning grand slam from Jake Millen that beat the Boise Hawks in the end by a score of 5-1. Longshore turned in 8 innings, all shutout, allowing just 3 hits, 1 walk, and 1 hit by pitch. Boise only managed 5 base runners against the Range Rider right-hander. He is now 8-4 on the season after a dominating start. Game was scoreless through 5 innings, but Glacier finally broke through when Vredenberg, Garner, and Hornung reached base to load him up for Jake Millen, who launched a grand slam over the center field fence, and Hornung launched a solo shot himself over the left field fence, an insurance run, before Alex Bustamante came in to pitch the final out and get the save. Range Riders and the Hawks, a little bit of talking back and forth right at the end of that one, as emotions obviously do run high in a contest that is close between two squads that have seen each other plenty this year. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, it'll be time for the starting lineups. We'll be right back.
Glacier Bank Park is just so beautiful. The absolutely stunning views, the facility that we have, we're just very fortunate.
This is a place where people can gather throughout the community. The location of the park itself is centrally located within the valley, and as such, it keeps everybody coming from all the different municipalities throughout the valley, and really it's just a hub for the community to meet.
My favorite thing about coming to the ball field is seeing old friends, seeing the beautiful complex, and the staff, how friendly they are. They greet us with friendliness, and the seats are awesome.
We also get to connect with folks as far away as Boston that are here on vacation that actually want to come to a ballpark because I talk them into it because that's how special it is.
So we come to socialize. We love our group and we just have a really good time. Of course, we like watching the game too. And we like to win.
Numbness and tingling in the hand can make you lose your grip. Hi, I'm Dr. Nate Fogel. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and hand specialist here at Logan Health. Repetitive actions can lead to a condition called carpal tunnel. Left untreated, these symptoms can interfere with your daily life. Our fellowship-trained hand surgeons offer patient-specific care to help you regain control. Here's to getting a grip on life.
Welcome back in. We're a little bit ahead of schedule. I'm going to go over the lineups real quick. Let's start with the home lineup. It's Kyle Ashworth leading off for the Glacier Range Riders. Logan Beard second, Ratfield third. Vredenberg, Garner, and Hornung are the middle three, while Millen, Rover, and Murray round out the starting 9. Chris Canada is the starting pitcher. On the other side, for the Boise Hawks, it is Jeremy Pietkevich leading off, O'Hara batting second, Campbell third, Meyer, Haas, and Califoot the middle 3, while Ruscio, Sisto, and Jackson round out the starting 9. John Cohn is the starting pitcher for the Boise Hawks. We send it down to the field now for our national anthem. A wonderful national anthem sang here at Glacier Bank Park. We'll take a quick break, and when we return, it'll be first pitch from the Flathead Valley.
This is Johns Manville, built on experience, guided by people who believe every detail matters. We manufacture commercial roofing systems with purpose, combining performance, protection, and long-term reliability. From the science behind our products to the trust earned on every job, we focus on what lasts and what comes next. Steady leadership, proven performance. Johns Manville Commercial Roofing Systems.
Welcome back in. Let's go over the defense for the Glacier Range Riders. It's Donovan Ratfield behind home plate. Over at third base, Tommy Rover. Carson Garner plays at short. The second baseman's Logan Beard. Brock Vradenberg at first. The outfield from left to right is Millen, Murray, and Ashworth. The Range Riders defense unchanged from yesterday and the rest of this series, other than the catcher position where Tibbetts subbed in to give Ratfield the day off yesterday. Jeremy Pietkevich leads it off for the Boise Hawks against left-hander Chris Canada. Canada, a 6.89 ERA. This is his sixth start, his 13th overall appearance. Canada with 41 punch-outs in 32 2/3 innings, but a walk per inning as well at 32 free passes as that one. Cricket toss in there. We're underway with a ball one. 7:04 p.m., 88 degrees and mostly sunny here in the Flathead Valley. Few scattered clouds above. Pietkevich up at the plate at 291 batting average for Pietkevich. That is only in 15 games as a Hawk. Ball 2-0. This series right now sitting at 2-1 in favor of the Boise Hawks, or of the Glacier Range Riders. The season series, however, is 6-3 in favor of Boise. 2-0 in the zone. Home plate umpire tonight is Paul Graham. Dylan Collins at first. Ryan Starks over at third base. 2-ball, 1-strike pitch. In from Canada to Pietkevich. Flinch of the bat did not go. Count goes to 3-1. When Canada has his control in order, he is a fairly commanding pitcher. When the walks are coming, they can come in bunches. The 3-1 pitch in. And it's nowhere near. Ball 4. Pietkevich works himself to first base, his 11th walk since joining the Hawks. Michael O'Hara now steps out for a lefty-on-lefty matchup. O'Hara dangerous, 383 batting average, 8 home runs, 45 RBIs. He also leads the team, no second in the team in steals with 19. Ball. Count goes to 1-0. Just looking at O'Hara there, he seemed fairly uninterested in considering to swing at that pitch. Takes a strike, count goes to 1-1. That one zips over the plate. It is an 87-mile-per-hour pitch. 1-2 now the count on Michael O'Hara. Pick off over to first to check on Pietkevich. Chris Canada, a graduate of Orange Lutheran High School in Orange, California. Spent his entire collegiate career at San Diego State, and a swing and a miss as O'Hara punched out. Round number 1. Got him with the breaker in the zone there. O'Hara just couldn't see it clean enough. Up comes Scott Campbell. 4-year career at San Diego State, made 52 appearances for the Aztecs. Had a 6.72 ERA, which is literally just 15 points off of what his ERA is for the Range Riders. So on par kind of with what he did with San Diego State. That one missed outside. Count goes to 1-0 on Campbell. Solid player at San Diego State, but a solid student as well. Multi-time academic All Mountain West selection. That's a ball, and the count is 2-0. A wild pitch moves Pietkevich to second base. Favorite athlete, of course, growing up in the LA area, Mike Trout. As for so many Southern California kids. The 2-0 pitch. Up and away. It's 3-0. Senior year of high school for him, an 8-0 record. So that one's in the... No, that one's not in the zone. All right. No pity from our home plate umpire, who on 3-0, usually you give a little bit of an expanded zone. And despite the fact that that did hit the strike zone, our home plate umpire had had enough of seeing Scott Campbell at the plate, gave him ball 4. That's even more of a good sign. You have a pitcher that sometimes struggles with his command. That one skips in, and it is 1-0. Struck out Michael O'Hara, but Canada has thrown 1 strike to a right-handed pitcher, or a right-handed batter. Make it 2. That one's in the zone on Logan Meyer. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. This one sky high to right. Getting back to the track, and the catch is made by Kyle Ashworth. Golfed up there pretty well at the lower part of the plate. 88-mile-per-hour fastball that was scooped for a flyout. Pietkevich does advance to third base on it. First pitch into Matthias Haas is a called strike. Count goes to 0-1. Haas batting .354 in his 13 games played. This one hit through on the left side. A base knock, first hit of the inning. Scores a run. That's what 2 walks in the first 3 batters will get you. You open yourself up that as soon as it happens, a run could score, and that's exactly what did happen. Up to play now steps Joey Califoot. 362 batting average for Califoot and 7 home runs. 65 RBIs. On base percentage sitting at 476 for Califoot. First pitch missed. That one hit. It is 1-1. Upper part of the zone. It's 1-2. Range Riders never trailed last night, nor the night before. First time in a while that the Range Riders have been behind. Over to second. Fielded by Beard. Throw to first in time for out number 3. The 2 walks prove fatal to keeping a goose egg on the board, but Canada survives some early missed pitches to send us to the bottom of the first. 1-0 Boise.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Welcome back in. Bottom of the first inning. Kyle Ashworth leads us off. Here's a look at the defense real quick for the Boise Hawks. It's Sisto behind the plate. Haas over at third. Pietkevich at short. Jackson, the second baseman. Ruscio over at first. The outfield from left to right is Meyer, Campbell, and O'Hara. Ashworth steps into the left-handed batter's box to see the first pitch from the two-way player, Jack Cohn. It's a called strike. Cohn hits the zone with that one. 60 1/3 innings pitched for Cohn this year. He has 34 strikeouts. That is 1 every 2 innings, a 9.55 ERA, and the walk numbers are rather high as well, as this one launched hard into right field. 105 off the bat of Kyle Ashworth for a leadoff single. Up comes Logan Beard. Jack Cohn is used as a pinch runner a fair amount, but when batting, he's only hitting 190. This one hit to left field, left center, down for a base knock. Ashworth charging at third base. The throw is not in time. Safe at third. Good hustle and speed from Kyle Ashworth. That one also hit well at 95 off the bat from Logan Beard. And just like that, there is 2 aboard for Donnie Rapp. "15 games remaining in this 2026 regular season. The Range Riders are clinging on to a small playoff chance. But they need to just keep winning. And this is a good way to start an inning where they want to flip back in front. Count goes to 1-0 as that one misses. Fouled up and away. 1-1 for Donovan Radfield, who's batting .344 on the season. On base percentage at .438 for Donnie Rat. Fouled over near the dugout for Boise. As was the crowd reaction, everybody looks okay there. This one down the right field line, it'll hook foul. I have a good look on that one, so I'm able to see. It just didn't have the stuff on it. Late swing. Did a good job to stay alive there. The 1-2. Chopped over to second base. The throw for one is in time. Throw for two, not so much. Good job by Donnie Rat to equalize this contest with an RBI. Ground out. Fielder's choice, actually. Beard thrown out on the play. Ratfield's hustle avoids the double play. He would not have had an RBI if he would have been caught there. So important for him personally as well to stack that with an RBI. Brock Vredenberg steps up to the plate. He sees a called ball. Outside, count goes to 1-0. For Jack Cohn, a James Madison University product. Finished up his career as a member of the Dukes. Before that, he was at the College of William and Mary. Just spent his grad season at JMU, batting .325, and he had a .625 ERA in 31 2/3 innings. Outside. Count goes to 1-1 or 2-1. Originally from Fairfax Station, Virginia, graduate of South County High School down there, and was a major in cyber intelligence. Six foot, 180 pounds, Cone. Ball four. Don't play, don't play. It's a tight strike zone tonight. That one should not have been ball four. It's the second time he's granted ball four on a pitch that should have been a strikeout. That is not a good sign if your pitcher can't find the strike zone, which both of these pitchers have struggled with. So strap up, ladies and gentlemen. Cone, brief stint with the Lincoln Salt Dogs this year out there in the American Association. Had a .972 ERA and a .206 batting average as a two-way player there. Carson Garner skips it in. Ratfield's going to advance to third, and then honestly an ill thought out throw to second. Not a chance. Vredenberg got a late jump, but he wasn't going to catch him there. And I think Sisto took a little bit off of it, realizing that probably wasn't going to happen. It's a wild pitch. Good base running by Ratfield. Aggressive to get into scoring position. Now just to sacrifice will do a job for Carson Garner up at the plate. The 1-0 pitch. Check swing over to Jackson Murphy in the third base coach's box or outside of it. One ball, one strike, one out to the former Murray State racer. Over to third, and it's just not handled cleanly. Vredenberg will advance a base, and it's an infield single for Carson Garner. An RBI. Range Riders lead 2-1. Ratfield crosses home, and there's runners on the corners with one out. Conversation coming right away here with Sean Persky. Infield is coming in to have a conversation as well. Garner, a steal threat over there at first base. He has 15 of them on the season, second on the squad outside of Kyle Ashworth, and that's among active players. Obviously, Alex Fernandez, what he did in his month here was video game-like. But honestly, I wouldn't even say video game-like, because the stolen base numbers, even when you're playing MLB The Show, it's still kind of hard to steal bases. That's the one thing that, no, if you turn up the speed settings, you can definitely get there. One out, bottom of the first inning. Runners on the corners, Range Riders with a 2-1 lead. First pitch down low. Count goes to 1-0. Range Riders fell behind 1-0, already taking the lead back, or technically for the first time today. Good secondary lead over there from Garner, who is maybe thinking about the chances of him grabbing second. Jack Cohn to fire the 2-0 pitch home. Outside, 3 balls and no strikes. Another ball would load him up for a man who did some damage with the bases loaded last night, Jake Millen. 3 balls, no strikes. Don't even try and get it on the borderline. You got to get straight down the middle to get a strike call here. That one was way outside. Even the loosest strike zone is having that still call the ball. Up comes Jake Millen. 1 out. 2-1 Range Rider lead. Millen, his first grand slam of the season last night. What's the approach here with 1 out in the bottom of the first? Skips in. He holds off of that one. It's 5 straight balls thrown since the infield single by Garner. Since the mound visit. Question starts to become, how testy does this one get before you really start to worry if you're Persky, because you can't go out there and check on him again without being forced to make a substitution. That one taken down the middle. Count goes to 1-1. Range Riders are probably on make him throw a strike before even considering anything. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2. Now with 2 strikes on the scoreboard. See how Millen can adjust here. Because although you want the long ball, the one that he got last night certainly was essentially the ball game when he hit it. You also realize first inning, 2 strikes here. Maybe just be good to make some contact and see if you can get this run across from third. The 1-2. Flared up foul. And we stay 1-2. Tommy Rover, unless there's a double play, he waits on deck. 278 batting average for Tommy. The 1-2, 1 out pitch. Skips in, and an acrobatic attempt to get the chest down to block that one for Jake Sisto. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cohn looking for that punch out pitch. It's been hard for him to find this year, but if he can find it here, it would be maybe not a massive weight off his shoulders, but a fairly decent weight off the shoulders of the right-hander. The Virginia native toes the rubber. and prepares to fire. A 2-2 pitch. Tapped foul. Quality at bat here for Millen. He's seen 6 pitches. The 7th of the AB now will come home. From Jack to Jake. Fouled off the foot of Jake Millen. Sounds like a nursery rhyme or something. Jack and Jake fouled off the foot while the bases were loaded. And I'll work on that. You gotta say it with a certain cadence. It's a 2-2, 1-out pitch, bottom of the first. Swing and a miss. Got him at 90 on the outer cut of the zone. And with 2 outs, up steps Tommy Rover. Range Riders, they've already gotten 2 today. Bases loaded situation. They would love at least 1 or 2 more. Of course, the 1 loss in this series. They left the bases loaded with 1 out twice in the first 2 innings. Little up in the batter's box is Rover, swinging a miss on the first pitch. Just scraped it. 0-1 goes the count on Tommy Rover. He has a massive amount of RBIs this season, just 1 short of what Garner has brought home. This one hit just foul. In the hole 0-2 is Tommy Rover. 30 pitches thrown now by Cone, which makes the hairy situation that Canada got himself in. The bottom of the first seemed like light work. He only threw 22. This one will be the 31st pitch of the inning. Fired from Cone into Rover. The switch hitter in the state of California twirls the bat, props it on his left shoulder before preparing to receive. Swing and a miss. Cone, a guy who does not get a lot of strikeouts, but got 2 Ks to finish off the frame and leave the bases loaded. Range Riders do get 2 and take a 1-run lead into the second.
When injuries occur, it can feel like your goals are out of reach. I'm Dr. Karen Purser, an orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist at Logan Health. If you injure a joint, muscle, or bone, our orthopedics and sports medicine specialists are here to help. Our highly specialized surgeons, clinicians, and physical therapists offer innovative treatments and the latest minimally invasive procedures to help you recover and return to activity faster and stronger so that you can reach your goal.
Welcome back in, Glacier Range Riders. As you are currently seeing the blindfolded kid try to find Huck. As it looks like we are ready to play once again. 7-8-9 due up. Ryan Ruscio to see from Chris Canada.
Now batting number 20, Ryan Ruscio.
Ryan Russillo on the season batting .344. Right-handed bat steps in. Canada working with the lead here. Cone, man, he walked the tightrope but got out of it with a lot less damage than you would have thought for a brief moment there. You thought, I mean, you don't think the Range Riders were one swing away from a big, big moment. That one also called a ball. Now, nearly that entire ball was in the strike zone, folks. We're going to have a long night. 2-0. That was nowhere close to the strike zone. It's 3-0. Get me over strike. Well, strike zone expanded a little bit outside the plate. That one should have been ball 4, and Canada giving it 3-1 the count. And on the 3-1 pitch, it's sky high to left. Jake's there, and he makes the ground. Speaking of Jake Sisto steps to the plate. Sisto, 5 hits against the Range Riders this year, including a home run over the left field fence. On the season, Sisto's batting .310 with 5 home runs. In the zone. That outer part of the plate against righties is getting the call. It's good to know for Canada. One ball, one strike. The 1-1. That was a dangerous one there. Swing and a foul scrape. The foul scrape, I think, hit off of Ratfield, and it might have caught the umpire as well. And then the bat on the follow-through goes flying. And Sisto's going to need a rechalk. Foul ball is what it goes down as. The count goes to 1-2. One-two, 1-out pitch, top of the second inning. Ball upstairs and outside. Two now, coming home. Did he go? No, says our first base umpire. Count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff is scraped foul. Would have been ball 4. It was clearly above the zone. Sisto instead. We'll see another 3-2 pitch coming home. And it is a pitch clock violation on Canada that will be ball 4. Out of all the ways to give up a walk, that one might be the most painful. Darrell Jackson steps up to the plate. Jackson batting .295. Pitch misses downstairs, but he got a ton of speed. If he gets on, watch out. He has 22 swiped bags on the year. So we're maybe getting an eye contact. Asked for by our home plate umpire. I think that's what it was. And it's ball 2. (2-0), 1-out pitch. In the zone. 89 on the gun. Delivered sharply by Canada. The 2-1 fouled off. 2-2. First out of the inning was a 3-1 fly out by Russillo. And he had 2 strikes on Sisto, couldn't get the punchy. Full count once again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Pitch coming in. Ball 4 and a walk. Up steps Jeremy Pietkevich. He has a walk. Conversation coming on the bump right now. 4 walks issued, just 1 hit against Canada. But obviously, the plague of those 3 passes is 1 hit can sting you, even if it's a single. This is a squad that slugs the 4th worst in the league. And they have the least amount of home runs. One out, top of the 2nd inning. Sisto on second. Jackson handcuffed a little bit with the catcher in front of him in terms of running, and it's ball 1. Canada, right now, the strike percentage is 43%. This one hit through on the left side. All Sisto will do is move up 90 feet. Bases loaded, 1 out. A familiar situation this series. Range Riders have seen this plenty of times. Last night, Jake Millen hit the grand slam off it, but there was also plenty of times when the Range Riders have stranded everything. Bases loaded. First pitch coming home. Skips in. 1-0. Michael O'Hara, he's 0 for 1. He got punched out. Strikeout swinging against Canada. 2-1 Range Rider lead. This one hit foul. Nice snag by the first base coach. And he said, listen, oh no. Oh no. Oh no, now he's getting it. I don't know if ever. Oh my goodness. First base coach made an incredible play. That's Dakota Connors over there. Let's focus on the task at hand, which is going to be a base knock into left field, and we're tied on a Michael O'Hara single. It was a grounder that went over there. Nice bare hand snag. He turned and said, no, I'm going to give this to the kids over there. I'm going to give this to the fans. And then he tossed it, and it hit it off the barrier, the fence in front. Then he had to make the walk of shame to go grab that ball. Tough luck. Tie game here, bases loaded, 1 out, top of the second inning. Scott Campbell, 0 for 0 with a walk. First pitch, a ball. One up. A ball. 2-0. Sky high, shallow right field. Logan Beard. This will be an interesting play. They're going to send Jackson to the plate, and he's in there safe. Ball gets away. And that was a tough one because Beard is going back, and he's going to have to throw against where his momentum is. It's a sacrifice fly to make it 3-2. That was very good circumstances for Boise because they had their fastest runner on third base. I don't know if a lot of guys are able to squeak that one out as this one hits the strike zone. On Logan Meyer. Both runners advance. It's hard to ding an error, certainly that one. I think it was just a collision that a little bit of contact as this one hit into right field and will likely score 1. The throw coming in, cut off. 2 RBI single by Logan Meyer. And the walks crack the door open. The base knocks. Ring around the rosy. Busted it down. It's a 2 RBI single. 5-3 Boise. And that's the end of the day for Chris Canada. Pietkevich and O'Hara scored on that one. Into the contest comes Ricky Tibbett with 2 outs here. Take a look at the situation around the league right now. It's still very much early going, but this game has taken a long time for the first not even inning and a half. We're at 45 minutes of run time. And most games start around 6:30. So they've been going on for over an hour. Billings and Great Falls, it's a 4-3 Voyager lead over the Mustangs. Ogden leads Yuba Sutter 10-4 in Utah. Red Pocket, a 3-0 lead over the Idaho Falls Chuckers. Buckle your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. They're a third of the way through that contest. And the Mobiles have a lead, trying to stave off their, I believe, 30th straight loss. No, it'd be their 29th straight loss. My bad. They're 1-32 in the second half. Modesto and Oakland just underway. And Missoula and Long Beach yet to begin. That's a big one. If you're a Range Rider fan, you're most paying attention to that one because your fate can be held in the balance just as much there as it is here. Range Riders can be eliminated from second half contention as early as tomorrow night, by the end of tomorrow night. But still would be alive until at least a week from today. Matthias Haas steps up to the plate. Haas 1 for 1 with an RBI single. Threw on the left side. Called strike. Count goes to 0-1. Ricky Tibbett into the contest. Originally hailing from Chula Vista, California, played for the Long Beach Ghost. 25 years old is Ricky. Ball makes it 1-1. Tibbet on the season, an 8.63 ERA, 1-3 record. This is his 14th appearance. 6 of those starts, opposing batters hitting .347 against Ricky Tibbs. The 1-1. Fouled off by Haas. Both of these pitchers put under pressure early, and now the job for the Range Rider offense, whenever this top half of the frame comes to an end, is to continue to keep the pressure on Cone, because certainly you'll take a repeat of what happened bottom of the first inning and just a couple runs and long at-bats, good at-bats, fouled off. One ball, 2 strikes. One, 2 coming up. Out in front of it the other way. It's a good at bat from Haas, fighting with 2 strikes to stay alive. One, 2 once more with Meyer on first. Just gets a piece of it towards the gap in right center field. Murray moves over and cuts it off. Oh, they're going. No, they're not going home. It is a late stop sign or a late breaks for Meyer. Califoot steps up as all 9 batters see the plate here in the top of the second. 4 runs already across, could get worse. Califoot, a ground out to second base, his first time up. The 1-0 shot out to left field, and Jake Millen on the run makes the grab for out number 3. It's 4 in the top of the second for the Boise Hawks. Range Riders trail 5-2, headed to the bottom of the second.
In 1858, one man's ingenuity sparked a legacy. When Henry Ward Johns set out to rethink roofing, he built something that would last. That spirit carried forward in 1901, when Johns joined forces with Charles Manville, creating Johns Manville. For more than 160 years, through challenge and change, innovation and resilience have defined who we are. Today, backed by Berkshire Hathaway, Johns Manville is trusted in the commercial roofing industry, with systems built to perform.
Range Riders sent 8 batters to the plate in the first inning. Got 2 runs from it. And now, going to see Jack Cone again. They saw 31 pitches on him, had him on the ropes a little bit. And now, in what is going to need an offensive outpouring. First pitch is a ball. Count goes to 1-0. The 1-0. Hit over towards right field. Jackson makes a solid play. The throw to first in time. 95 off the bat, just close enough to Jackson for a 4-3 putout. First pitch into Ash is a ball. Kyle Ashworth, first time up, single, threw into right field. Later scored. Below the zone. Count goes to 2-0. That makes it 2-1, a called strike. Hit over towards Jackson. He fields again, much simpler at second for out number 2. Step off. Apparently, it'll be a pitch clock violation. Count goes to 1-0. Tried to step off, but I think stepped off too late, and you're not allowed to do that with nobody on. 1-0 the count. And now it's 1-1 with a called strike. Ball makes it 2-1. Logan Beard, he has himself a ball placed into the gap in left center field. And the ball makes it 3-1. Did he go? No. And that's ball 4. Breaking it up a 1-2-3 inning there is a good professional AB from the range rider second baseman. Up comes Donovan Radfield, who had an RBI fielder's choice that he grounded into his last time up. Called strike. Count goes to 0-1. It's 0-2. That one's in the zone as well. This one to shallow center and a base knock. Logan Beard puts on the brakes at second. Not going to get thrown out on the bases for the third out of the inning. A single opens the door for Brock Vredenberg to step up. 2 on, 2 outs. The Range Riders rally here. Be able to find a run. Oh, just foul. That first pitch, man, that one was close. I have a great look at it down that first base line. He was a millisecond away from having that one be funky, maybe even doinking off the bag there. That would have been fun. The 0-1 into Brock Vredenberg. He walked his first time up. Ooh. Called a strike. It was a delayed call by our home plate umpire. Swung on to left field. How much juice does this one have on it? To the track, and the catch is made. Well, 10 feet short. Theme of the season. We head to the top of the third. It's 5-2.
Numbness and tingling in the hand can make you lose your grip. Hi, I'm Dr. Nate Fogel. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and hand specialist here at Logan Health. Repetitive actions can lead to a condition called carpal tunnel. Left untreated, these symptoms can interfere with your daily life. Our fellowship-trained hand surgeons offer patient-specific care to help you regain control. Here's to getting a grip on life.
Welcome back in. It is Ricky Tibbett back out on the bump. Ryan Ruscio to lead us off just like he did last inning, and he flied out to lead off last inning. First pitch coming home. And it's low. Count goes to 1-0. Two balls, no strikes. Fouled off. It is 2-1. This one's sky high. Center field, Casey Murray there. Makes a clean catch. Swing and a miss by Sisto there. This one broken bat back to Tippett. Flips underhand for out number 1. Another bat. Kisses the ball game goodbye. Tippett, of course, I mentioned on the broadcast before, but it's very apt to mention it again, of Little League World Series fame. He was part of the Chula Vista squad that won the U.S. bracket back in, I think, 2013. East Lake Little League, Chula Vista. Skips in to make it 1-1. Of course, the current Little League World Series going on right now. This one a slow roller. Darrell Jackson's got great wheels, but he's not going to be able to beat that one out. 3 up, 3 down. Fired by Tippett on just 9 pitches. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. It is Boise 5, Glacier 2.
Thinking about where to host your next office event? Book the indoor event space at Glacier Bank Park. With a capacity up to 145 people, our indoor event space is a flexible, year-round venue ideal for accommodating receptions, conferences, and holiday parties. The spacious layout boasts impressive stadium and mountain views, providing the perfect setting for guests to mingle, network, and celebrate. Book your office party today at glacierbankpark.com.
Innovation has always been at the core of Johns Manville. From advanced testing labs to real-world job sites, we rethink what roofing can deliver. Through science, precision engineering, and decades of real-world experience, we engineer commercial roofing systems that deliver lasting performance. At Johns Manville, innovation means listening, learning, and building solutions that meet today's needs while preparing for what's next. This is progress with purpose.
Welcome back in. Bottom of the 3rd inning here in the Flathead Valley. Boise 5, Glacier 2. Jack Cohn out there on 48 pitches right now. Got a little hairy for him with a walk and a single last inning. As that one almost hits the rib cage. Of course, in Garner. Garner, 1 for 1, an infield single himself. That scored a run. Outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Talking about the Little League World Series with Ricky Tippett, and got to give you the update from today. A ton of games played today because they had to cancel all the games yesterday due to rain. And how about the team that I'm rooting for, Tacoma, Washington, the Sound Little League, Soundview Little League. They took down Bernie, Texas, 4-3. Sign a couple of those guys up to the Mariners right now, please. 3-0 pitch. It is inside for ball 4. Other U.S. scores, Nevada, Henderson, Nevada, which beat the Montana team to represent the Mountain Division. They beat Ohio 5-6. That Washington score was 4-3. A lot of close ones today in the Little League World Series in Williamsport. Bayonne, New Jersey. They took down Pennsylvania. That's their 2nd straight win. That's a good New Jersey squad. The coach's son on that team, I don't know what his name is, but he's a stud. Absolute dog. Called strike into Carson Hornung, who, first time up, walked. 0-1 in the zone. And how about the no-hitter by Iowa? They no-hit California, which is no easy feat. Bonita, California, Sweetwater Valley Little League was no hit by Davenport, Iowa. This is a comebacker to Cone, who fields and flips over to first base to get the lead runner. Bottom of the third inning. 1 out, 5-2. Boise with the lead. Jake Millen to the plate. Wonder how far the Pennsylvania representative, which is Westchester, Pennsylvania, is from where he's located. Pickoff back to second. They thought he got him. Umpire disagreed. Jake Millen, of course, from Springbrook, Pennsylvania. Here's a swing and a miss. Westchester, PA, part of suburban Philadelphia. About 2.5 hours. Nowhere close. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2 on Jake. 1 out, bottom of the third inning. Tomorrow we got elimination games. Massachusetts plays Ohio and Alabama plays California. That's a big one. Usually the Southeastern representative and the West representative are big shots as a swing and a miss punches out Millen for the second time tonight. The international games, man, there were some very interesting ones. Notably, Japan got no hit by Curacao, which the Japanese squad is usually very good. So, tip of the cap to the Curacao pitchers that combined for the no-hitter on Japan. South Korea shut out Czechia 5-0. They have not allowed a run because they came off a 7-0 win over Canada. This one hit towards right center field, down for a base knock. Green light to send Carson Garner to the plate, and he will score easily. RBI single, make it 5-3. Clutch hitting by Tommy Rover. Casey Murray stepping to the plate, 0 for 1. Hit it really hard, 95 plus, over to second base. Jackson made a good play and just beat out the run of Murray. 2 outs, bottom of the third inning. First pitch, a ball outside. Other scores on the international side of the Little League World Series bracket. Mexico beat Australia 7-1, and the game between Nicaragua and Panama was absolutely absurd. It was a 1-run lead for Panama in the 6th inning, which is how long they played their contest there. 2-0 count on Murray right now. And Panama allowed 4 runs on 0 hits in the top of the 6th inning. And then Nicaragua allowed a run on 0 hits. Snap throw down to first, safe as Tommy. Count goes 2-1, 2 outs. But with 2 outs, and I believe the base is loaded, or at least second and third. I think it might have been second and third. But the tying run on second, it was almost a wild pitch, but the catcher flipped it to the pitcher who was covering home, and they sent the guy home, and that's how the game ended. Hit hard over to first and through into right field for a base knock from Casey Murray. Hits it hard again at 87. Base knock by Murray. His 8th hit as a range rider. Now steps up, and he just passed it off. Key spot is that second leadoff guy as you give Kyle Ashworth a crack to see Jack Cohn for the third time today, and he already has a base knock on him. Ball down low. I was just watching the end of that Nicaragua-Panama game, and the Panama player on third was sent. And I just don't know, as a coach, how you don't enforce, hey, anything close, do not go for it. Like, honestly, because the backstops of the Little League World Series are pretty close in, just don't go for it. There's no need. And he gets thrown out at home as Ashworth sends this sky high to left. Backing up is Meyer, and once again, a warning track flyout with 2 outs and 2 on. Ah, man. 5-3, Range Riders get 1 thanks to a Tommy Rover 2-out RBI single. Rover and Murray are stranded. We head to the 4th.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
When injuries occur, it can feel like your goals are out of reach. I'm Dr. Karen Purser, an orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist at Logan Health. If you injure a joint, muscle, or bone, our orthopedics and sports medicine specialists are here to help. Our highly specialized surgeons, clinicians, and physical therapists offer innovative treatments and the latest minimally invasive procedures to help you recover and return to activity faster and stronger so that you can reach your goal.
Jeremy Pietkevich leads us off here. It's the top of the 4th inning. First pitch in is a ball, and the count goes to 1-0. Tapped over to third. It's foul. Pietkevich 1 for 1. He's got a base knock, and he's got a walk. Losers bracket of the Little League World Series tomorrow in the international side. Canada takes on Australia, and the Dominican Republic take on Japan. 1-1 pitch. Up the middle, fielded by Garner. Throw to first, clean as you like. Out number 1. Michael O'Hara up at the plate to strike out and a single into left field. Over the plate. 0-1. 5-3 Boise leads. Largely gifted runs thanks to free passes. Canada's final line, 1 2/3 innings pitched. 4 walks. That's a whip on the day of 4.8 for him. Ball. 1-1. Tippett, funny enough, played briefly at San Diego State with Canada. Former teammates there. Bluff of the bat, did he go? Don't think he did. Tippett started his career at San Diego State and pitched, I said briefly, they actually overlapped, I think, for a couple of years. Pitched from there from 2020 to 2023, and then finished up his career at UC Irvine with the Anteaters. That one scrapes the lower outside corner. It is 3-2 to Michael O'Hara. Five-year Santa Clara Bronc. Fouled off. Born in Danville, California, played for his hometown PBL team just up the road, the Oakland Ballers, last year. Did not return to Oakland, however. Two-two. One out pitch, top of the fourth inning. Fouled off again. Another good AB from O'Hara, man with a PBL championship ring, I believe. Two-two. Swing and a miss. O'Hara turned down on a foul tip, strikeout. I think O'Hara's saying, did that one skip into the turf? Because if it was fielded out the turf on a foul tipped strikeout, then it goes down as a foul, not a strikeout. Instead, it's strike number 3, and there's 2 outs. This one hit up the middle just beyond the glove of Tibbet. And it's a 2-out single allowed to Scott Campbell. Logan Meyer to the plate. Meyer 1 for 2. First pitch makes it 1-0. Two and 0. In the zone, 2-1. This one tapped, and it is foul. Two-two, 2-out pitch. Fouled off again. Fouled off. Count stays 2-2. One more time, deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 4th. Pitch coming home. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch goes low. Tapped foul over to third. Persky fields. Persky, I believe himself a former independent player. Shortstop, Sean Persky. Also pitched a little bit as well, I believe. This one hit back to Tibbet. Fielded and then thrown just in the nick of time over to first base for out number 3. Comebacker knocked down well by Tibbet to end the frame. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's 5-3 Boise.
Need a space that offers both a place to dine and an area to mingle in style? Book the Hideaway and Corner Suite at Glacier Bank Park. You and up to 50 guests will enjoy full catering services in the Hideaway, and incredible mountain views and comfortable furnishings in the luxury Corner Suite. This versatile combination offers a space to dine and a place to relax, creating the perfect arrangement for guests looking to mingle, network, and celebrate. Book your office party today at glacierbankpark.com.
When injuries occur, it can feel like your goals are out of reach. I'm Dr. Karen Purser, an orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist at Logan Health. If you injure a joint, muscle, or bone, our orthopedics and sports medicine specialists are here to help. Our highly specialized surgeons, clinicians, and physical therapists offer innovative treatments and the latest minimally invasive procedures to help you recover and return to activity faster and stronger so that you can reach your goal.
Welcome back in, bottom of the 4th inning. Jack Cohn, 67th pitch upcoming. Fouled off by Logan. Beard is 1 for 1, got himself a walk and a single. This one hit sky high to right. Rocio under it and makes the ground. Pop out for out number 1. One out, bottom of the 4th. Donnie Rat steps up. He's 1 for 2. Sends it to center field. A lazy roll over by Campbell to make the grab. Brock Vredenberg steps up. Deep fly out to left field, his last time up. Two outs. And Cohn trying to he can get out of this inning in as little as 4 pitches. It won't happen. Maybe 5? We'll see. 1-0 count, 2 outs. Vredenberg does have a walk as well as that deep fly out. Count goes to 2-0. Range Riders 2 in the first, 1 last frame. Cohn settled in a lot since a 30-plus pitch first inning. And it was after he nearly came completely unraveled that the Range Riders starter candidate did in the top of the second. The 2-0, 2 out. In the zone. Right at the knees, it's 2-1. I really do like that we're at a point in the season where the ABS challenging has not irked me as much, because early in the season when guys are figuring it out, it is tough. This one hit hard up the middle. Cone nearly had his shoes taken off. 108 off the bat of Brock Vredenberg. That will make your heart skip a beat if you're the pitcher staring down that barrel. I do think the Red Pocket Mobile situation next week with the ABS strike challenges could be rogue. That is a squad that was all over the place willy-nilly when they came here the first time and the second time, just challenging kind of whatever stuck, and not much did. Garner sees a first pitch strike right on the outer clip, and you're seeing a lot of these borderlines, which the Range Riders sometimes have challenged, hold off on. The 0-1. Hit deep in the hole and through for a base now. Range Riders have been rallying with 2 outs this past inning, past couple innings. I mean, it was a Garner walk that led off the last frame for Glacier. And then he was able to get to second, Garner, on a ground out by Hornung, and score on a Tommy Rover single with 2 outs. As this one misses, count goes to 1-0. The inning before that, the Range Riders went down on 2 ground outs, Murray and Ashworth, and then a walk and a single put to a board for Hornung. Or excuse me, put 2 on board for Vredenberg, as this one cashes into right field. Green light to send the runner home. Vredenberg running out of steam. The throw in is safe at the plate. An acrobatic tag of home by Brock Vredenberg. That's a solid green light from Jackson Murphy over at third base. Wanting to be aggressive, reading the play well, forcing the throw out of O'Hara. It was off target. And Big Brock Vredenberg rumbles, bumbles, stumbles home to make it 5-4 as the Range Riders trying to climb back from that dismal top of the second inning, which put them in the hole. And now Jake Millen has a clutch opportunity. 2 strikeouts against Cone. Now the 3rd time seeing him. Can he see him clean? Nobody warming up in the pen. There's nobody to save Cone on 77 pitches. It is him versus Jake Millen, who has had a great last couple games, and the first pitch misses up and away. Hornung on first after a clutch RBI single. Tying run 90 feet away for the Glacier Range Riders. 2 out rallies galore for the Range Riders today. 1-0 is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Millen in a hitter's count. A former Florida Atlantic Owl. (2-0) is ball 3. See, there's pitches like that where I'm really appreciative that the guys aren't challenging it, because although that was a close play, it still would have been upheld as a ball. And it would have lost you a challenge, and it's not a decision pitch. 3-0 pitch. That one does get called a strike. Home plate umpire expanded the zone out a little bit for that one. Should have been ball 4. If it would have been challenged, it would have, but I also agree, no challenge there. It's 3-0 count. 3-1 now. Swing and a miss. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first will be going on the pitch. Garner at third base would love to trot home and tie this game. 3-2, 2 outs. Cone to Millen. Ball 4. Bases loaded for Tommy Rover. Conversation coming. The pitching coach, John Chalupa, out to have a conversation with Cone. Range Riders, obviously, here for 8 more contests in a row after tonight. Tomorrow, 7:05 p.m. Sunday matinee at 1:05 p.m. Great weather for baseball this weekend. And a look ahead to next week. Last time I looked at it, it looked great. And yes, sirree. Tuesday, 86 degrees and sunny. Wednesday's 87. Thursday, 75. Friday, 74. Cools off for a Saturday night fixture, and 72 on Sunday to finish out the regular season at Glacier Bank Park. We do have one more road trip. That's to Ogden, down in northern Utah to finish off the season. Range Riders still very much mathematically alive, in playoff contention, but can barely avoid to drop any games. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th inning. Rover with the bat in his hands, trying to see if he can equalize. First pitch outside. Cone just not touching that outside the plate that he would like to. Still nobody warming up. This is Cone's moment. The 1 out. Scraped. Rover, an RBI single that brought home Garner and scored the first run since the first for the Glacier Range Riders last inning. And now trying to do some more damage. Horning, decent wheels on second. Fouled off. Rover's gone fishing a couple times for the last 2 pitches that were balls low and away. One to come through with that big hit. Range Riders desperately trying to avoid stranding the bases loaded for a second time today, and it was Horning that did it. Or excuse me, it was Rover that did it the last time. 10 home runs on the season for Tommy Rover. 65 RBIs after bringing home Garner last inning. An on-base percentage of .400 for the Range Riders switch hitter. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th inning. Over to first, fielded by Ruscio, and he taps the bag for out number 3. We head to the 5th. Range Riders leave them loaded. They do get 1 across. It is Glacier 4, Boise 5.
Be smart about your alcohol consumption.
At Johns Manville, it's always been about people, the people who design the systems, the people who build them, and the people who depend on them to perform every day. That's why we approach commercial roofing with care, collaboration, and respect for what's at stake. Because every roof protects more than a building. It protects people, livelihoods, and peace of mind. That's the responsibility we stand behind. Johns Manville Commercial Roofing Systems.
Tibbet out for another inning of work. It's Matthias Haas that leads off the inning. Haas steps into the right-handed batter's box. He is 2 for 2 today. 2 singles. Left on base number is a little bit painful for the Range Riders today. First pitch of ball. Glacier has stranded 10 already. In comparison, Boise has half of that. There's a called strike. What's the... The average left on base in a baseball game is 6 to 7.5 in MLB. There's more scoring in this league, so yes, that number is going to be higher. But that's still tough to see. Pitch in. Tapped foul. Two for Matthias Haas. Swing and a miss. He went fishing for one way outside the zone. And there's one gone on a Tibbet punch out. Joey Califoot steps to the plate. Califoot is 0 for 2, ground out in a lineout. First pitch. That's a tough one to get. Ball, count goes to 1-0. Entire ball was in the strike zone, according to ABS. Outside, 2-0. Was it Califoot? I think it was that was punched out to end the game last night. It was him and Range Riders Bustamante, who had some extra words to share with each other. As many will tell you, actually, I was talking on the bus, and I think coaching staff agree with me. This one is ball 4. 4-pitch walk issued to Califoot. 1 out, top of the 5th inning. We confirmed that it was Califoot. Yes, it was. He struck out swinging to end the frame. My comparison, and if you've played both sports, if you know both sports well, you'll probably agree with this. Relief pitchers, specifically, the 1-inning, 2-inning guys, typically come off more like defensive backs in football in terms of the edge that they play with. And I think that's part of it, is the mentality is you're not in every play when you're a defensive back, but when you get called upon, it's a big moment, just like when you're a relief pitcher, a save pitcher, whatever. So you have to be juiced up to play those specific moments. And thus, sometimes that juice turns into a little willingness to talk and have the back and forth. And Bustamante was fired up clearly to get the strikeout to end the game. And I think he let Califoot hear it, and Califoot took exception to it. This one buffed over to Beard, who will flip for 1, the throw for 2. A hard throw by Garner. Good finish. On a slow roller at 56 miles per hour, Beard goes to Garner, who fires it to Vredenberg for a 4-6-3 double play. We head to the bottom of the 5th, halfway home, 5-4, Boise.
Range Riders fans, Glacier Bank Park offers a variety of suites to accommodate groups of all sizes, from small gatherings to parties of up to 65 people. The balcony views and exclusive services create a premium experience for celebrations, reunions, and outings of all kinds. Enjoy the convenience and comfort of your private space, breathtaking Montana scenery, and high-level action on the field, while our dedicated hospitality team creates an unforgettable experience for you and your family. friends or business associates.
Numbness and tingling in the hand can make you lose your grip. Hi, I'm Dr. Nate Fogel. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and hand specialist here at Logan Health. Repetitive actions can lead to a condition called carpal tunnel. Left untreated, these symptoms can interfere with your daily life. Our fellowship-trained hand surgeons offer patient-specific care to help you regain control. Here's to getting a grip on life.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Range Riders back up to bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning. My name's Scott Gladstone. So happy to be with you on this wonderful Friday night. Range Riders have struggled on Friday nights and struggled in red jerseys, which they obviously typically wear on Fridays. Overall record in the red jerseys this year are 4-5. That one's a ball. Count goes to 1-1. On Fridays as a whole, the Range Riders are 4-9, including a doubleheader sweep against Boise, but they were not wearing the Reds because Boise was wearing their Wendy's partnership jerseys. That are red, and obviously that is the home team. They get priority. Range Riders typically been right around 500 on Fridays. 6-10 last year, 8-8 the year before. As Murray, chopper, chance to beat it out and just got beat. Charging hard out of the box was Murray, but just couldn't get there in time. And there's one out. Kyle Ashworth steps up to the plate. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. It's dumper alert. A 3-run home run by Cal Raleigh. I have not got to sound that alarm very much this year. But if I get the chance, I'm sounding it. Cal Raleigh, a home run last season for those who heard me broadcast many Range Rider games. It was to myself and PK's delight when the dumper alert would ring and Cal Raleigh would have hit another home run, which happened way more than you would have thought on the broadcast. He did hit 60 home runs. 2 balls and no strikes to Kyle Ashworth. Ashworth's got a bunch of family here tonight. I met his mom pregame. I believe his girlfriend's here as well, and maybe some more extended family. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Always good to meet the people that I get to have one-sided conversations with so often. Ball 4 upstairs. Speaking of, let's have some trivia here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 out. Up steps Logan Beard. It's a 5-4 lead for the Boise Hawks. This one's kind of a deep pull. What ballpark, as the conversation is coming, Jack Cohn's still out there on 95 pitches. A little bit surprising there, but somebody's getting warmed up. This is kind of a deep pull. Let's see if you can get it. Which ballpark was the site of Hank Aaron's record-setting 715th home run? Obviously, there is, there's kind of a 50% chance you get one of these, and it is what you might think of it. You just have to know the name of the stadium, which is Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. That is where Hank Aaron hit home run number 715, and that was all a time-buying maneuver. So you will get another chance to listen to Logan Beard's walk-up song. And as a new pitcher comes in, I'll get a chance to ask you some more trivia questions. That one's a good one, but I mean, I listened to a really good multi-part podcast series on this. So I'm going to ask you this, because this is probably not necessarily for old timers, but my generation, that I was a very young child when this happened. I did not know about it at all until I listened to this podcast about it. So here's your question. What was the name of the Astros home ballpark from 2000 to 2002? Obviously, something happened in 2002 that rocked the company, and the naming rights sponsorship was pulled. Sidewinder coming into the contest here. Pitcher is Cheney Trout. Going to have a runner on first in Ashworth. After the walk issued to Ashworth, Cheney Trout will get his warm-ups in. Trout on the season, 4.66 ERA. This is his 44th appearance. That is a lot of appearances at this point in the season. He rarely goes more than a couple outs. 36 2/3 innings in 43 appearances. Opposing batters hitting .298 against him. The answer, of course, is Enron Field. The Enron Corporation paid $100 million for the naming rights to the ballpark. It was to be used for 30 years, so technically it's still supposed to be named Enron Field. Ashworth squaring a bunt. It's in the zone for a called strike, even though he pulled back, and Ashworth has himself a stolen base. 2 years after that agreement was signed, a scandal hit the energy company that forced them to declare bankruptcy. They sold the rights back to the Astros for $2.1 million. So they paid $100 million for it, and they got it back for $2.1. It's a great deal for the Astros. Their stock at its peak sold at $90.75 per share. But when they declared bankruptcy, it was 26 cents per share. I listened to the podcast on it. Honestly, there was a lot of characters and a lot of business talk and stocks and money, and I got enough numbers to worry about when talking about baseball games. Swing and a miss and a strikeout of Beard. That funky side-winding pitching angle in, throwing off Beard, and up comes Donovan Ratfield, 1 for 3. The speed of Kyle Ashworth on second base here. And it's at his bat to see if he can bring home Kyle Ashworth. First pitch of ball to Donovan Ratfield. Maybe somebody out there channeled some remembering days to the Enron scandal. First pitch, a 1-0. In the zone. Would have been fascinating to see something like that in today's age, social media, and everybody having a very public way to share opinions. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled up and away. 1-2 the count with 2 outs. One-two pitch coming home from Trout to Ratfield, trying to get out of it. Piece of it into right, and it's grabbed by Jackson. The throw to first. What an incredible play by Darryl Jackson, who goes full extension at second base and delivers it to first in time. It looked like it was just going to squeak by the Boise second baseman. Instead, it remains a one-run game as we head to the sixth. Welcome back. Top of the sixth inning. Glacier Range Riders currently with a 5-4 lead over the Boise Hawks. No, scratch that. It's flipped. It's the Hawks with a 5-4 lead over the Glacier Range Riders. First pitch into Sisto from Ricky Tibbett is a called strike. Keep him with the hot hand, Tibbett. Playing really well right now. And biggest thing is he's blowing up the strike zone. This one hit foul. 0-2. Over to short. Sisto, catcher not built with a ton of speed, not going to be able to beat that one out. One out. Top of the sixth inning.
Number 1, Daryl Jackson.
5-4 Boise with the lead. And Daryl Jackson, who made a run-scoring saving play. A run-saving play. A run-scoring preventing play. Whatever you want to call it. Steps up to the plate. No matter what his offensive output is, that ability defensively to make some berserk plays, and he did so in Boise as well. Great defender, Daryl Jackson. That ability, man, such an asset to have. He also can run the bases really well. So if he gets aboard, watch out, because he steals at will. Outside. Daryl Jackson is 0 for 1. He does have a walk. Sisto was in front of him, though, so he did not get the chance to steal. He did later score. And that one got a piece of him, so now is the chance to keep an eye out for him running the bases. Jeremy Pietkevich now steps up. Single for Pietkevich today. How long before Jackson goes? First pitch, called a ball. Entirely in the zone. Called a ball. 1-0. Both pitchers, I mean, they're both getting the short end of it, like both pitching staffs. It's this one over to first to check on him. It's just not a great strike zone. There's no way to go about it. There's been some bad misses. Swing and a miss. In an offensive league, you understand when the stone's expanded a little bit by an umpire, especially when you see control issues like happens somewhat often throughout this league. But tightened up zone, it's tough. Jackson's running, foul ball. He had sort of a, really? The 1-2. 1 out. Misses low. Range Riders do have a body getting warm in the pen down there. It looks like it's Jacob Hasty based off the one pitch I just saw. Take down there. Tibbet tries again for the second time to try and get Jackson. Can't do it again. If you do it unsuccessfully, Jackson has first for free. Popped up. Scraping the sky and down into the glove of Brock Friedenberg. Foul out. For round number 2. Up comes Michael O'Hara. Day's done for Tibbet, and man, he deserves a well-earned round of applause. This is one of his better outings with the Range Riders this season. As of right now, and he's responsible for the runner on first, but as of right now, 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts, a walk, the hit by pitch that reached Jackson, who's now on first. A whip on the day of 0.5. And man, so close to just 1 hit needed by his offense to put him in line, at least maybe for the victory. Instead, it is a 1-run deficit that he exits the contest with, and Jacob Hasty moving in, trying to maintain a hold on that lead for the Range Riders. Michael O'Hara, the dangerous first bat. That Hasty will see. Jacob Hasty, former LSU Tiger, Missouri Tiger, and UT Arlington Maverick. 3 stops in his collegiate career. Pitched on some big stages. Talked to him about some of the ballparks that you get to play in for the Pioneer League, and certainly they're loud and they're rowdy, but he said, man, I've been called every name in the book around the SEC stadiums he's been to. It's you just learn to deal with it. And Missoula, Boise, wherever the Range Riders may go, it's pretty hard to get through in that regard. Of course, being a relief pitcher, it is not an easy life. Sometimes you enter situations like this, 1-run game late in the contest. And part of the reason, I was talking about that comparison to defensive backs is if you're a defensive back, when you get called upon, if there's a deep ball coming your way and you don't perform, it can really change the magnitude of a game. Jackson's running. Throw comes into second, not in time. Jackson's in scoring position right away. First pitch was a ball to O'Hara, now a base knock by one of Boise's best players. Could possibly push Jackson across home, and if it gets to the outfield, really, it likely could and should, because Jackson's built with so much speed. Hit foul. Warm-up's going on in the pen for Boise as they are getting somebody going. The 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Three balls and 1 strike. Want to attack O'Hara here because then the righties come up after that, and he's really good against lefties when he hits the zone. And that one does not. It is ball 4, and it is a walk. Lefties do not see the ball out of his hand and make good contact with it at all. It is actually staggering, the juxtaposition of left-handed bats versus righties against Hasty. Big moment here as Scott Campbell steps up to the plate. Fouled off. 0-1. And Boise take advantage of a clutch situation. Both squads have had equally clutch moments and also have stranded guys on. Range Riders, of course, have done it more today. The 0-1 into Scott Campbell. Runners going. This one goes to the backstop, and now coming home, the throw will have him dead to rights. Jacob Hasty. The athleticism jokingly shared last year of a 3-wheeled shopping cart. But that's all he needs, and honestly, he just got bailed out a little bit of that inning by Jackson being too aggressive and trying to go home. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It's 5-4. Boise leads.
Glacier Bank Park is just so beautiful. The absolutely stunning views, the facility that we have, we're just very fortunate.
This is a place where people can gather throughout the community. The location of the park itself is centrally located within the valley, and as such, it keeps everybody coming from all the different municipalities throughout the valley, and really it's just a hub for the community to meet.
My favorite thing about coming to the ball field is seeing old friends, seeing the beautiful complex, and the staff, how friendly they are. They greet us with friendliness, and the seats are awesome.
We also get to connect with folks as far away as Boston that are here on vacation that actually want to come to a ballpark because I talk them into it because that's how special it is.
So we come to socialize. We love our group and we just have a really good time. Of course, we like watching the game too. And we like to win.
At Johns Manville, what we build starts with who we are. We are people champions, listening first, putting customers and teams at the center of every decision. We're driven by passion, always going the extra mile, always pushing ideas further. We perform, setting higher standards, delivering stronger results, and creating lasting value. And we protect our people, our customers, and the world around us, today and for generations to come.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. It's the bottom of the 6th inning. Scott Gladstone with you. We're having fun. We're watching baseball. It's a Friday night in Northwest Montana. Glacier Range Riders trailing by 1 run. Brock Vredenberg leads us off here. Range Riders just one good hit away from putting them right back even. Maybe even better in this contest. Ryan Dusang, new pitcher. Single last time up for Vredenberg. Fouls it off. That pitch 90 miles per hour. Dusang on the year has a 7.03 ERA. 38th appearance. Time taken by Vredenberg. Two balls, one strike. Vredenberg, of course, went to Michigan State. And I'll tell you what, the baseball coach at Michigan State, and the Vredenberg family knows this way more than I do, as this one's tapped off his foot and he rolls down on it. I think it hurt more than the actual long-term damage that one will provide. But the baseball coach at Michigan State is, he's an absolute baseball guy. I called a Michigan State University of Washington series this last spring. And on the coach's call with Coach Boss, it was just like, man, this guy is the sport of baseball, if it were a person. Like, obviously his numbers show that. He's been at Michigan State forever. Recruits in the state really well. It's honestly where most of their guys come from. But Vredenberg reached out to them, as he did with basically every Power 5 school, just asking for a chance. Michigan State and Jake Moss Jr. said yes, sir, and it paid off in big margins for them. Swing and a miss, a strikeout of Vredenberg. $2,171 in the building on this Friday evening. Carson Garner steps up. Garner's on a good night right now, playing good short, and two singles and a walk for him, 2 for 2. Two balls and no strikes. Three and out. Three and one. One out. Up into the air, it's foul, out of play. This one over to short, fielded by Pietkevich. Throw to first, a little bit low, but on target. Two outs, up comes Carson Hornung. First pitch, a strike to Hornung. Hornung is 1 for 2. One and one goes the count. Misses. 2 balls, 1 strike, an RBI for Hornung on the single he had his last time up. That was the one that Vradenberg scored on. Ball makes it 3-1. Range Riders out hitting Boise 9-6 today. Neither side's committed an error. There's only been 1 error committed all week. As the 3-1 misses, and Hornung will get to first on the Dusang walk. It was in the 6th inning last night. It was in the 6th inning last night when Jake Millen sent one sky high deep over the center field fence. What can he do? Matched up with Dusang here tonight. Conversation between Sisto and Dusang ongoing. Let's check in around the league. Of course, scores around the PBL. Very much important. Billings lead Great Falls 6-5. Range Riders are actively rooting for the Mustangs to beat the Voyagers. They are oh so close to finishing that possible win off. That'd be nice to see. Maybe they're not oh so close. There's 2 aboard with nobody out for Great Falls. So they are very much in possible play. What a wacky one that has been, because it was 4-4 just a moment ago, and in the top of the 9th, Billings scored 2, and Great Falls has already answered with 1. This one sky high to left center field. And don't tell me it's at the warning track. It is. The 3rd time the Range Riders have sent one to the warning track tonight with 2 outs and runners aboard. Baseball is baseballing on this Friday evening. We head to the 7th. It's a 1-run lead for Boise.
When injuries occur, it can feel like your goals are out of reach. I'm Dr. Karen Purser, an orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist at Logan Health. If you injure a joint, muscle, or bone, our orthopedics and sports medicine specialists are here to help. Our highly specialized surgeons, clinicians, and physical therapists offer innovative treatments and the latest minimally invasive procedures to help you recover and return to activity faster and stronger so that you can reach your goal.
Calling Baton Rouge as Lance Wade steps up in the top of the 7th inning. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the bearded right-hander, originally from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Missouri State, where he finished his collegiate career after a JUCO stint and a stint at Winthrop. Oh, 1 after a swing and a miss on pitch number 1. Swing and a miss again for Scott Campbell, who was up at the plate with an RBI opportunity before Darrell Jackson went on a renegade mission home, trying to get from second all the way crossing the plate. And after Donovan Ratfield recovered really well, he initially kind of saw it funky hop off obviously the plate area and then go, and it hit the net, which means you got to run further than if it ricocheted off the wall. But it's more than enough time for even the fastest of guys like Darrell Jackson to be caught. And it's an aggressive base running team, Boise. And somewhere deep in the backlogs, there's probably just this thought process of the balance. As that one scraped the bat? Nope, it hit the batter. Todd Pratt's immediately out to say, wait a minute. As I think that one did scrape the elbow guard. Our replay seemed to show that as well when you're looking at it. Bummer way to allow the leadoff base runner to reach, as walks have been the reason the Range Riders are trailing right now in the most honest way. Meyer squares to bunt. It's a called strike in the zone. Ball, 1-1. Bunts that one foul, and Meyer, with 2 strikes now, is unable to square to bunt again without risking a foul ball that would end his at-bat. All right, what did end up happening in Great Falls? That's what I want to know. Ooh, that was actually the 3rd out. That game ended, as this is another foul ball. That game ended with a single through the right side by Blake Wilhoit. The bases were loaded, and William Ponce of Great Falls decided to go home to tie the game. That is a good send, probably. I mean, obviously, without knowing it. But if it's a tying run going home, swing and a miss, a strikeout of Logan Meyer. I 100% can green light that. You don't know if you're going to get another chance to send a guy to the plate. Send him. Ponce, from what I remember, has decent speed. Go for it. It's a heartbreaker for Great Falls, but Billings does survive and win. That's a good result for the Range Riders. Yuba Sutter and Ogden, 9th inning in Utah, 10-10. Red Pocket had a 3-0 lead. They're trailing. Shocker out of Idaho Falls. It's 5-4. The Chuckers have the lead there, but Red Pocket is within a stone's throw. I don't know if they've ever been able to pull one out late. It seems like the only time they win, or like if they just stomp on a starter and, you know, lead 29-1 or something like that, is this one lofted to Garner and said that he lost it. Which, honestly, it might have been better off if he would have dropped that one. The umpire probably would have called it for him. Speaking of lying to umpires, or stretching the truth or whatever, I just learned today that in the 2nd tier of English football, a player was suspended for 2 games for deception, successful deception of a referee. He had a handball that went into the net, so he scored a goal off a handball. The referee did not see it, and they don't have video review in the EFL Championship, the second tier of English football. And so he got suspended 2 games as this makes it 0-2 on Califoot because of that, which to me, I was flabbergasted by. Is he supposed to go up and say, no, I hit that with my hand? Like, you can't say that. The umpire's supposed to, or the referee's supposed to see it. This one tapped. Beard grabs it. 360 no scope to first base for out number 3. Lead off HBP, and we head to the 7th inning stretch. It's time to get up and sing, do it at home. Well, but you're not going to stick with us. We're going to send you to a commercial break, and then when you come back, hopefully you'll have sung the best song in baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back in. It's Zan Rose here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Takes over. Tommy Rover stepping up to the plate. Rover a ground out over to first with the bases loaded. Range Riders, man oh man, they've scored okay and they've had some moments. But it has been a lot of runners left on base, 12 of them to be exact. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 0-1. They have avoided having a 1-2-3 inning on offense, which is pretty phenomenal. And make sure to knock on wood saying that because it is not. Swing and miss. One, two. No outs. Into the foot of Tommy Rover. Brief moment, it's like you stepped on a nail or something. When that happens, it does not feel good. One, two, coming home. And a miss, 2-2. Tapped over towards third. It's an awkward spot. Bare hand play, and it's not in time. It gets by, and to second base goes Tommy Rover. It's an infield single as Pietkovich, man, he was close to making that play. Bare hand from short. And now Casey Murray steps up to the plate. This is a situation where you think about a possible sacrifice bunt. Play a little small ball right back at the small ball squad. Boise. Drop down a sac bunt by Murray, who has decent wheels, can possibly beat it out. And get your guy to scoring position for the top of the order, especially a guy like Kyle Ashworth. And he does. Square to bunt. He's making no qualms about it. Pops it up. And the catch is made over at third base by Haas. '93 from Zan Rose, and that really helps him out. You get that runner to third with one out and Kyle Ashworth coming to the plate, and it is going to be hard pressed to keep that runner off home. Instead, it's a lot more straightforward. First pitch, a ball, there's no challenge. Hit and an error. It was the 10th hit of the game by the Glacier Range Riders. This one up the middle, through for base knock. Green light to send the runner home. Tommy Rover's cruising. It's fumbled in center field. Range Riders score. It's a tie game. Kyle Ashworth evens it. A single and an E8. Rover was scoring the whole way, but Ashworth gets to second now, representing the winning, well, not the winning, the leading run. Could be winning. As Logan Beard steps up there, Ashworth running to third. The throw in, he's safe. It was not handled cleanly at third base by Haas, and all the momentum shifted to the Range Riders. Now Beard just needs to make decent contact with it, and it could be a Range Rider lead for the first time since the bottom of the first. Pitch was a ball. Ashworth 90 feet away. The infield in, trying to prevent losing the Boise tie game as this one's in the zone. Stolen base for Ashworth, his second of the game, his 25th of the season. 1-1 the count. Tapped. Good job by Beard to run on that one because he knows how funky this turf can be. But he's in the hole 1-2. Situation where the Range Riders would love to just do enough with it to push it into the outfield. But Zan Rose, one of the more reliable options on the bump. Ball missed, and Ashworth, after seeing that throw out at home a couple innings ago, smart to lay off of possibly scampering to the plate. It's a half-decent block by Sisto. Just got enough of it to avoid a possible wild pitch scoring the go-ahead run. Just got a piece of it, and I think he broke his bat. Gonna need a new piece of lumber. See if That one has some 7th inning magic in it. Range Riders obviously trailing going into the 7th inning here, when the Range Riders this season have trailed after 6. They've only come back to win 4 times. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Infield is in. Fouled off again. Beard 1 for 3. Started this game off with a single, had a walk as well. Pop out and a strikeout. Neither of those things, that pop out in foul territory nor the strikeout, would get the job done. Either of the first 2 things, a single or a walk, certainly are acceptable. Pitch coming home. Outside. Count goes to 3-2. It's full. Payoff coming in to Logan Beard. He flinched the bat. It caught part of his hand, but not enough, obviously, for an HBP. I think it caught the bat as well and just pinched his hand. That's a tough one for Beard because that clearly does not feel good. Anybody who's pinched their hand anywhere, and that's just like, you know, something that's not flying 90, 87 miles per hour. 3-2. Hit up the middle, and it's through for a base knock. Jackson can't get there. Beard has an RBI single. His hand's still stinging. Ashworth scoring, and the Range Riders have a 6-5 lead. Just squeaked it through. That's the professional at-bat we've come to expect from Logan Beard. Stepping up there, seeing a lot of pitches, and just putting enough on it. And I think we're going to have a pinch runner. Drew Collins taking over for for Logan Beard over there on first. You got some speed now on the bases. Beard gets a good applause, especially with that stinging hand. Nice to rest it before he has to put a glove back on it and go out there and play the defense. And he can so solidly play. Just squeaks through the go-ahead single. What a contest we've had. This is a great series between these 2 squads. They played some fun ones down in Boise, and now a neck-and-neck one here on Friday. That one hit the hand of Donovan Ratfield. I don't know where that hit him. It hit him right on the top of his hand. Ouch. It made the sound like it was hitting the bat, but that's probably because he has some protection, at least some hard plastic or something on the back of the batting gloves. Most players have something like that. And so that's that noise that was probably heard. Now Brock Vredenberg steps to the plate. A man that can do damage. Called strike into Vredenberg. 87 middle. And he watched it by. Drew Collins, the lead runner. Just wanting a chance to get running, and the throw not back in time to first. It is a line out. A 94 to Darrell Jackson. Good hustle by Ratfield to sprawl back to first in time. And what are we going to see from Sean Persky? He's going to ask about it. That one wasn't even close at first, it looked like. Sean Persky's over at first base having a conversation with the umpire and Dylan Collins. I didn't think that was even close. I have a better view of it than Sean Persky does. He probably couldn't see that the foot of Russillo was not on first when he made the reception from Jackson. So it was not a clean force over there. Persky letting his opinion be known. Persky not going to get as electric as he did when he stood in the trash can a couple months ago. Hits a liner. And makes the second out of the inning. And the Range Riders now, if the trends hold, Carson Garner will fly out to the warning track. That is the theme of the night. Will it hold? Collins is running to third, throw in, not in time. The thing that the catcher probably should have picked up on is Ratfield going to second. You're going to have a better chance to catch Ratfield at second than you are Collins at third. Two in scoring position now, and this is a massive at-bat. The pitch was a ball. No, never mind. It was called a strike. Count goes to 0-1. A base knock here by Garner could score two. Double steal by the Range Riders. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 0-2. That one was 80, near middle. What does Zan Rose go with on an 0-2, two-out pitch? Bluff of the bat. Did he go? Home plate. Umpire said that he went. And the Range Riders strand two in scoring position. They do take the lead 6-5. But this game, you just feel it's got more twists in it. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back for the eighth.
Numbness and tingling in the hand can make you lose your grip. Hi, I'm Dr. Nate Fogel. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and hand specialist here at Logan Health. Repetitive actions can lead to a condition called carpal tunnel. Left untreated, these symptoms can interfere with your daily life. Our fellowship-trained hand surgeons offer patient-specific care to help you regain control. Here's to getting a grip on life.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Welcome back in. It's the top of the eighth inning. Country Roads playing over the loudspeaker here. It's a vibe under a night sky. Americana moment. First pitch into Russillo. He challenges it, and it's not a good challenge. But just don't. That's not the one to challenge. It's the first pitch. I'm so sick of people challenging first pitches. I get it. There's analytics that say your success after a first pitch strike is way better as a batter than if it was a first pitch ball. This needs a good throw from Rover, and it gets it. A pinpoint bullseye from Tommy Rover over there at third base. A guy who designated designated, was the designated hitter. I was trying to figure out if there was some way to say that. The past tense of hit is hitted. No, it's hit. Isn't the past tense of hit? Because you can't hat. It's a ground out, 5-3. He was the designated hitter multiple times in the early going. But due to the injury to Jacob Steele, Garner being moved to short, needing a third baseman, the most everyday third baseman we got is Tommy Rover, and he stepped in and made some really good plays when there were some question marks early when he got called upon over there. He's had some uncharacteristic errors, but man, Range Riders are fielding best in the Pioneer League for a reason. They're very solid. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. One, two. Bluff of the bat. Called. Strike 3 in the zone. Sisto was asking questions about it. It was pretty clearly in the strike zone, and Wade punches another one out. Daryl Jackson now steps up. For Wade, that's his second strikeout of the day. Final line for Tibbet. I don't think I ever said it. I said what it was at, but let's just confirm that one because it was his best Range Rider outing. It had to be, as Jackson sees a first pitch ball. 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, no earned as the Range Riders challenge. Oh, what didn't we learn from the first pitch challenge just a moment ago? It's a confirmed ball, and the Range Riders now lose a challenge. It's just like, save those for your punch outs. Save them for your punch outs, please. 1-0 count. 2 first pitch challenges, both unsuccessful. 1-1. And the thing is, to me, is that Wade's been throwing darts. So I don't even want to mess with his flow. That's another reason why I just wouldn't challenge it. Even if I really think it was a strike, maybe if I really, but I don't know. 1-1, 2 outs. That one in the zone. Called strike. Jackson asked questions about it. It's correctly called a strike. Our home plate umpire, for the most part, has been solid. There's been some misses, but I've called those out mostly when they've happened. Clearly, teams are 0 for 2 when they actually have challenged against him. The 1-2 pitch out. Outside, 2-2. Final line for Tibbet tonight was 4 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and a hit by pitch. 2 strikeouts, but he didn't need any more than that. Just filled up the strike zone. The 2-2 coming into Wade. Just got a piece of it. Does Jackson. It was Jackson getting thrown out at home on a wild pitch by Jacob Hasty. Which I'm just remembering that moment when Hasty's standing on home staring down Jackson, who clearly is out at the plate. And how funny that was in retrospect. Garner needs to have a good play. Jackson's built with a ton of speed, and he beats it out over at first. You pretty much knew as soon as Garner had to go down to get that one that it was going to be safe over there, just because Jackson is, man, he's one of, in terms of raw speed, he feels like one of the fastest guys in this league. It's an infield single to reach a runner with 2 outs. Range Riders lead 6-5. Nobody warming up in the pen. This is Wade's inning. Can he overcome the 2-out single, as something just happened with Ratfield? Maybe it was like a pitch comm error and it started squealing in his ear or something in his eye. Makes a little bit more sense. 2 outs, top of the 8th. First pitch misses. In the zone. 1-1. The 1-1, 2-out pitch. Runners going, fouled off. That would have been fascinating. Jackson, he does not get caught stealing a lot, but technically that run home where he got thrown out, that goes down as a caught stealing, and he doesn't get a stolen base for going to third. That counts as advancing on a wild pitch, but statistically at the plate, it's a 2-1 caught stealing that he gets, a rare time getting caught. For him, and a 1-2, and I think he's going to go again right here. He does not. Called, strike 3. Pietkevich watches it go by. Wade lights him up at 93, and the Range Riders put a goose egg on the board in the top of the 8th. It is 6-5. Glacier leads by a run. Bottom of the 8th inning, 6-5. The Glacier Range Riders have the lead. Last chance for some insurance as Carson Hornung steps to the plate at 6, 7, and 8. Hornung, Millen, and Rover. Warm-ups going on in the pen right now for the Range Riders. New pitcher will likely be slated to come in the top of the 9th. It's the first pitch ball by Zan Rose. And this one sky high onto the roof of the suite level. One-0. Swing and a miss. Or one, that was 1-1, and now it's 1-2. One, two. Ball inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Real quick, let's ask life's important question. And I think this one is an obvious one. What is the correct way to eat string cheese? The obvious answer is as a string. Ball outside. I don't want to call out a certain member of the Range Rider front office. It's not PK. But when we were, I think it was 4th of July weekend, somebody was in the office eating string cheese, just biting out of it straight up. And it was because it was just like a time crush. Everybody was running around. He questioned stuff after that. This one to shallow center field. It gets down. all the way to the wall or near to the warning track. Hornung holds up at second base. It's a double for Carson Hornung. Campbell sold out for it. I didn't think, because I had a pretty good view on the trajectory, I didn't think he was going to get there the entire way, but I mean, Daryl Jackson's made a great play, so. And it's a pinch runner coming in. This is Gabe Ressler. Jake Millen steps up. Ressler now in on second. Squaring a bunt. Oh, it's a beauty. Down the third base line. The throw to first just gets him. But how about that? A picture perfect bunt by your leader in home runs on the season. That is a well-played role play from Jake Millen. Good work. Ressler moves to third base on the successful sac bunt. And now Tommy Rover with the infield in steps up to the plate, just trying to make some contact. And he does. This will score the run easily to deep center field, where the catch is made. And Ressler easily able to transfer his foot to first to home plate. That might be the biggest applause all night by the Range Rider faithful, who understand the importance of that insurance run. Casey Murray now steps up. Range Riders take advantage and give Boise the exact recipe that Boise would use to try and get a run in the exact same situation. Flinch of the bat, he did not go. Tommy Rover, sacrifice fly, 7-5. Count goes to 1-1. One and two goes the count for Murray. Fouled off, stays alive. Nice job to scrape a piece of it by Murray. Murray 1 for 4 today. Another 1-2, 2-out pitch coming into Murray. This one just above the leap of Jackson. Out of a cannon, 96 off the bat of Murray. Well done by one of the newest Range Riders on the roster. He's aboard on first now for Kyle Ashworth. Things could get a little testy here, especially because Murray's got good wheels. They've had a couple steals. First pitch misses. Murray on first just in case he wants to run. He has a couple stolen bases, and he would just put himself into scoring position to possibly get a run scored. That one in the zone. 1-1. Runner's going. They got him in the rundown, and the tag was applied. Caught stealing to end the inning. Range Riders lead by 2. We head to the 9th. A chance to finish it here in the Flathead. Welcome back in. It's Connor Housley to take over on the bump. Can he lock it down here and get a save for the Glacier Range Riders? First pitch, a ball. Count goes to 1-0. This is 2, 3, and 4. A dangerous part of the order. O'Hara, Campbell, and Meyer due up. Housley trying to get the save. Popped it up. It's on the roof in 3, 2, 1. You might have heard that. So I know this stuff. I know gravity. That one's a ball just up and away, 2-1. Foul back. 2-2. That's a good pitch, upper inside edge. And a swing and a miss. A strikeout of O'Hara going through one of the best Boise bats. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. 95 up and in. Placed very well to Scott Campbell, who's 1 for 1 today. He has a sacrifice fly, a single, hit by pitch, and a walk. That one just misses up and in. It's 1-1. Ball 3, 3-1. Three balls, one strike, one out. In the zone. 94, good placement, lower inside edge. For Housley, it's about filling up that strike zone. Three balls, two strikes, one out. Got rid of O'Hara to start the inning. Can he now deal with Campbell? The payoff pitch coming in from Connor Housley. Swing and a miss. Housley sends down Campbell, and there's two gone in the ninth. Logan Meyer, the Billings native, the last chance for the Boise Hawks. The Range Riders trying to hold on to their third straight victory here at home. First pitch, just above the zone. Count goes to 1-0. Both teams have a challenge. If they get it wrong, they're out. You can expect, if anything's close, either side might use it. That one didn't need to be asked. It's in the zone. 1-1. Just past the 10 o'clock hour here. 3 hours of run time in this fixture that has gone back and forth. The 1-1 pitch in from Connor Housley. Steps off the rubber. And they are going to call a pitch clock violation on him. The 2-1, two-out pitch. Outside, 3-1. Conversation happening. Three-one, two outs. Can Housley finish this victory off? He has 2 saves already this year, so he has delivered in clutch moments before. But even as far as last night, he only got those 2 outs before Bustamante had to come in and slam the door shut with his spicy strikeout. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the 9th inning. The hitter's count for Logan Meyer. Fouls it off, we go full. Crowd begging for strike number 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled off again. That one was offered fairly close to middle, 94. Housley just saying, here's my best stuff. Try and hit it. Can he find the strike zone with it again? And a 2-run lead for the Glacier Range Riders, trying to rock the red to a Friday night win. The 3-2 coming home. Called strike 3, a challenge coming from Logan Meyer. We will all wait in suspense.
After review, it is confirmed to strike.
The Range Riders win. Housley more than happy to share some words with the Boise bench after finishing him off. Housley looking like a man reborn. The Range Rider coaching staff worked on some stuff with him over the past day, and he strikes out the side with authority. A punch out to finish the contest, and the Range Riders are now winners of 3 in a row. We're going to have a conversation post-game down on the field with Lauren Hill for another night in a row. What a win for the Glacier Range Riders, and I believe she's going to be talking down there with the winning pitcher, Ricky Tibbett. Went out there and shoved for 4 shutout innings. Tibbett, a guy who has had his face on national television 13 years ago right around this time. Former Little Leaguer, and now we send it down to the field.
All right, Ricky, you delivered 4 scoreless innings tonight with 2 strikeouts and only allowed 2 hits. What was working for you on the mound tonight?
Yeah, just throwing strikes, getting ahead of hitters, and then trying to get them out within 3 or less pitches.
All right, and a fun fact I learned from our own voice of the Range Riders, Scott Gladstone. 13 years ago, you were playing in the Little League World Series live on national television. Is there just something about this time of year that just brings it out of you, brings the heat out?
I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's just fun playing baseball here, and I don't know. I guess it does a little bit.
All right, and last question for you. Starting your pro career with us in 2024 and coming back this season, how awesome is it to be able to play in such an awesome ballpark and just have a great fan base just all around?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love having all of you guys out. Thank you guys for always coming out and showing out all the time. It's a beautiful ballpark and a beautiful place to play, so thank you guys. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Ricky.
Yeah, thanks.
Ricky Tibbett, 13 years removed from Williamsport, getting the victory here on this Friday night. And what a moment for him, just in general, to be able to come back to this place. He started his pro career here and now back and delivering, dealing tonight. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back and we'll talk all about it. Range Riders win 7-5.
Thinking about where to host your next office event? Book the indoor event space at Glacier Bank Park. With a capacity up to 145 people, our indoor event space is a flexible, year-round venue ideal for accommodating receptions, conferences, and holiday parties. The spacious layout boasts impressive stadium and mountain views, providing the perfect setting for guests to mingle, network, and celebrate. Book your office party today at glacierbankpark.com.
When injuries occur, it can feel like your goals are out of reach. I'm Dr. Karen Purser, an orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist at Logan Health. If you injure a joint, muscle, or bone, our orthopedics and sports medicine specialists are here to help. Our highly specialized surgeons, clinicians, and physical therapists offer innovative treatments and the latest minimally invasive procedures to help you recover and return to activity faster and stronger so that you can reach your goal.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Welcome back. Glacier Range Riders with a 7-5 victory here. It was a gutsy performance from the Range Riders to be able to outlast Boise, get their 3rd straight victory. The winning pitcher is Ricky Tibbett after 4 scoreless innings. Actually, it might have been Jacob Hasty. Wait a minute. No, it's Lance Wade. Lance Wade gets the win. Sorry for the stunt on Tibbett there. Lance Wade gets the win as the Range Riders took the lead during his 2 innings of scoreless relief. But man, what a performance from the bullpen. Tibbett came over, had 4 scoreless innings. Hasty got the final out. It was a little sketchy, but it was a throw out at home on a would-be wild pitch to get the runner all the way there. And then Housley coming in after Wade's 2 scoreless innings. Housley strikes out the side. The Range Riders coaching staff working with him, looking at film, trying to figure out what needed to be tweaked. And they gave him the recipe for success. That is for sure. Losing pitcher is Zan Rose coming in unable to get the save. It, I think, technically goes down as a blown save for Zan Rose, as they were maybe trying to go the final 3 innings with him. And the save for the Range Riders, his 3rd of the season, is Connor Housley. For Glacier, man, 5 runs against him in the first 2 innings. It was a complete implosion in the top of the 2nd. Tibbett came in, limited the damage, and the Range Riders, who out-hit Boise 14-7, get a big victory to keep their playoff hopes somewhat within reach. As we take a look around the league, because that's just as important as the Range Riders taking care of business on this Friday night. Billings with the victory over Great Falls. That's a good move. You want Billings to keep winning. Oh, no, things in Long Beach. I just looked ahead. My bad. Ogden and Yuba, that is not super important because the Range Riders will play Ogden in the future, so they're in control of their own destiny against Ogden, being within 6 games of the Raptors. Idaho Falls, they beat the Red Pocket Mobiles. Oh, my goodness, man. The 29th loss in a row for the Red Pocket Mobiles. That's tough. Oakland leading Modesto 10-6. And right now in Long Beach, Missoula 9, the Coast 8. Deep breaths. Range Riders desperately need a Long Beach Coast win there, or it really starts to feel like it's Missoula's second half to finish in the top 2. Because the Range Riders, with a win over Boise, are lengthening out their lead on the next closest team. It's Boise. And I'll tell you what, if the Range Riders had a gun to their head, they would choose Boise to make the playoffs over Missoula, the rival. So this is right now the Range Riders selling out for their own playoff chances, and Missoula, so far, a thin lead to possibly hold on to that spot longer. Final score, Range Riders win their 3rd straight, 16-2 on Wednesday, 5-1 on Thursday, and 7-5 on Friday. It's a victory in Friday red for the Glacier Range Riders. A huge shout out to everybody that makes this broadcast possible, including our director back in our press box, Janelle Ruby, as well as our man back in the HTN studio, Manuel Ignacio Miranda. For all of us here at the Glacier Range Riders, including our sideline reporter with that post-game interview, Lauren Hill, my name is Scott Gladstone. Range Riders win 7-5. Please have a great rest of your Friday night and stay safe out there.